Millionaire math, how $20 can turn into $20 million and why most people miss it. Let me ask you something. If I handed you $20 today, would you toss it in a drawer, spend it on lunch, or invest it? Now, what if I told you that same $20, yes, just 20 bucks, could become $20 million? Sounds crazy, right? But that's the magic of something Albert Einstein once called the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest. And here's the catch. Most people never fully grasp it, even though it's the single most powerful force behind building generational wealth. So why do some people retire rich on modest salaries, while others earning six figures live paycheck to paycheck? Why do some end up donating millions, despite working quiet, humble jobs for decades? In this video, we're going to break down exactly how compounding works, with simple math, powerful examples, and zero boring lectures. By the end, you'll never look at money the same way again. Let's dive in. Section 1, the power of doubling. Imagine I handed you two choices right now, no strings attached. Option A, take $1 million in cash right this second. Option B, take a single penny, just 1 cent. But here's the catch. That penny will double in value every single day for 30 days. Which one would you choose? Be honest. Take a second to really think it through. Most people don't even hesitate. They go straight for the $1 million. It feels like the obvious choice. After all, $1 million is life-changing money, and a penny? That just sounds like a trick. But if you chose the penny that doubles, congratulations. You just made one of the smartest financial decisions of your life. Let's break it down so you can see why. Day 1, you start with just 0.01s. Day 2, it doubles to 0.02. Day 3, 0.04. Day 4, 0.8. Still not impressed? Let's skip ahead a bit. Day 10, now you've got 512. Day 15, 163.84. Day 20, 5,042.88. Day 25, 167,972.16. Day 28, 1.34 million. Day 29, 268 million. Day 30, 5,368,709.12. Yup, over $5 million from just a single penny, as long as it doubles consistently for 30 days. The numbers might look like magic, but there's no trick here. This is the raw, unstoppable force of compound growth in action. At first it's boring, it's slow, it looks like nothing is happening, but once that compounding curve hits a tipping point, the growth becomes explosive. This is what makes compounding so powerful and so easy to underestimate. Now here's the part most people miss. The most important ingredient in this entire equation isn't how much you start with. It's when you start. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. And time in the world of compounding is your most valuable asset. You don't need to be a millionaire. You just need to start, even if it's small, because what feels small today could be massive in the future if you give it time to double. So when we talk about building wealth, we're not just talking about saving money or investing in the stock market. We're talking about harnessing one of the most powerful forces in the financial universe, compound growth. Section 2, rewriting the famous land deal. You've probably heard the story. In 1626, Dutch settlers bought the island of Manhattan from the Lenape people for just $24 worth of trinkets and goods. Sounds like a scam, right? But here's a fun thought experiment. What if the Lenape had invested that $24 instead? Let's say they put it in a mythical trust fund that earned a modest 7% annually and left it untouched for 399 years from 1626 to 2025. Using the rule of 72, a simple mental trick that estimates how long it takes money to double, we divide 72 by 7, which gives us about 10. That means their money would double every 10 years. In 100 years, it would have doubled 10 times. 24, $48, 96, 192s, 384, 768, 1536, 3072s, 6144, 12288, 24576, and so on. After nearly 400 years, that $24 would have grown into over $3 trillion. For comparison, All the land in Manhattan today, even at insane real estate prices, is worth only a fraction of that. So while it looked like a bad deal on paper, with the right investment strategy, the Lenape could have come out way ahead. Moral of the story, it's not about what you sell, it's what you do with the money. Section 3. The quiet millionaires among us. Ever hear of someone like Ronald Read? He was a janitor in Vermont, worked at a gas station, swept floors, lived simply. When he passed away in 2014, he shocked everyone by leaving behind an $8 million fortune. No lottery wins, no inheritance, no big salary. So how'd he do it? He invested consistently in dividend-paying stocks, held them for decades, let the power of compounding do the heavy lifting. This isn't an isolated story. There are countless people like Ronald Read, secret millionaires who understood one simple truth. It's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. Let's walk through a modern example. Section 4, a real-world case study. Her returns, a modest 7% annually, the historical average of the US stock market. She keeps at it, increasing her contributions slightly as her income grows. By the time she's 68, 50 years later, her account is worth over $1.1 million. Now compare her to Jake. Jake starts at 28 instead of 18. He invests double what Maya did, $3,000 a year, for 40 years. Guess what? He still ends up with less than Maya. That's the magic of starting early. It's not about how much you invest, it's about how long your money has to grow. Section 5. The real cost of starting late. Let's say you're 35 and just starting. Is it too late? Absolutely not. But here's the deal. You have to save more to make up for lost time. If Maya invested $1,500 a year starting at 18, someone starting at 35 would need to invest about $5,000 a year to hit the same number. Time is a multiplier. Starting early lets you contribute less and still end up with more. This is why dipping into retirement savings early to buy a car, go on vacation, or borrow is such a wealth killer. You're not just spending the money, you're stealing from your future millions. Section 6. Compounding in real life, the silent growth. Let's imagine you invest $10,000 today in an index fund returning 7% annually. In 10 years, it's $20,000. In 20 years, $40,000. In 30 years, $80,000. In 40 years, $160,000. In 50 years, $320,000. That's from one $10,000 investment. No additions, just time and growth. Now imagine doing that every year. You don't need to be rich to retire rich. You just need time, consistency, and patience. Section 7. Teaching the next generation. One of the most powerful gifts you can give your kids or grandkids. Not just money, but knowledge. Teach them how compound interest works. Show them the impact of saving early. Help them open a Roth IRA when they start their first job. Even $1,000 invested at 16 can become $100,000 plus by retirement. This isn't just about numbers, it's about changing lives. Section 8. What Buffett knew at 10. Warren Buffett started investing at 11, but he says he wishes he started at age 5. By the time he was 30, he had already mastered the game, not because he was lucky, but because he understood the rules early. Buffett has said if he had a single wish, it wouldn't be more money or fame. It would be to live longer, so he could keep compounding. That's how powerful this is. Section 9. Your game plan. Here's the takeaway. Start now. Even if it's just $50 a month, be consistent. Set it, forget it, and don't panic sell. Think long term. This isn't about getting rich quick. It's about getting rich slow and staying rich. Ask yourself, could I cut one subscription and invest that money instead? Could I skip eating out once a week and redirect that cash to my future? Could I teach someone I care about what I've just learned? Because here's the truth, anyone can build wealth, but not everyone will. The difference, awareness, mindset, and action. So, which will you choose? Don't forget to like, comment with your age and when you started investing, and subscribe for more content that helps you build wealth on any income. Your future self will thank you.